Hello aspirants, I'm Indumati Karthikeyan from Inkar IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 14th February current affairs. The topic taken from the daily edition. The topic is challenges of malaria vaccination as elimination become achievable. First of all, in this topic comes under our GS2 science and technology development and their application and effects in everyday lives. In this topic, we are going to cover about what is that RTS, ASRO and Muscurix vaccine and what other vaccines are development in phase and what is malaria and what are the contemporary of the malaria causing parasites and what are the challenges with the model and reality, what are the takes so long to develop the malaria vaccine, what are the impact of the malaria on the global level and Indian level. These are the topics we are discussed by today. First of all, why it is in the news? A new vaccine that is RTS 01, that RTS is a trade name, that is Muscunix. A new vaccine that is RTS with its trade name that is Muscurix, that endorsed by the World Health Organization recently. This is the first and only the malarial vaccine to have capability and significantly reducing the malaria and life-threatening severe malaria. It is done on young African children. WHO recommendation is based on the advice of two of its global advisory bodies, one of the immunization and other is for malaria. The decision is significant as the strategic delivery of the vaccine just prior to high malaria transmission season can optimize impact and markedly reduce the mortality, especially when combined with other recommended malaria control interventions. What is Muscurix vaccine? It has been developed by the British pharmaceutical company GlaxoSmithKline in partnership with Path Malaria Vaccine Initiative. The vaccine acts against the P. falciparum, the most deadly malarial parasite that is globally and the most prevalent in Africa. It is targeted a protein called circumsporosite, that is a Plasmodium falciparum. It is a recombinant protein vaccine which includes the DNA from more than one source. The vaccine is formulated with an adjuvant called AS01 that is designed to prevent parasite from infecting the liver, which can maturity multiply and infect the bloody cells and also which can lead to a disease symptom. The malaria vaccine should be provided a schedule of 4 doses in children from 5 months of age and reduction of malarial disease in and also reduce the burden of the India. More than 8 lakh children in Ghana, Kenya, Malawi have been vaccinated and are benefited from the vaccine or part of the pilot program. However, it offers no protection against the PVVax malaria that is prevalent in many countries outside Africa. What are the vaccine which is are in the development phase? First of all, the R21 matrix M is a trial phase. It is a modified version of the Muscurix and it has been developed and researched by the University of Oxford, and it is expected that the vaccine will be first reach WHO goal at least 75% of the efficiency. First of all, we must know what is malaria. That is caused by the bite of the female Anopheles mosquito vector. If the mosquito itself is infected with a malarial parasite, there are 5 kinds of malarial parasite, that is a Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malaria, Plasmodium ovale and Plasmodium knowlesi. So these are the main kinds of malarial parasite. After entering the human body, the parasites initially mutually within the liver cells and then attack the red blood corpuscles, resulting in the rupture of the RBC. The symptoms of malaria include the fever, flu-like illness, including the shaking, chills and also headache, muscles aches and also tiredness. So it is a preventable and also curable. But it will take a long hurdles to develop the malarial vaccine. First of all, the complexity of the malaria causing parasites life cycle. The cycle includes the mosquitoes, human liver and also human blood stages and subsequent antigenic variation. The parasites, according to the research, these parasites are able to hide inside human cells to avoid being recognized by the immune system. This is the main concern. And also there is a challenges with the model and reality. The most common most models of the malaria that employ rodent specific parasite species, that is immune response pattern observed in this model are not fully transferable to the human being. And there is a lack of funding. The malaria affects mostly low and middle income countries with lack of infrastructure and finance. The vaccine manufacturers have very little incentive for the malaria vaccine, so it is continued at it's continued targeting vaccine for industrialized, which makes a world market is very much difficult. Lack of funding. Malaria affects mostly low and middle income countries, which lack the infrastructure and finance. The vaccine manufacturer have very little incentive on malaria vaccine or continued targeting vaccine for the industrialized world markets. According to the WHO, it claims over 4 lakh lives every year. Children aged under 5 years accounted 67% of malarial death globally. It is most endemic in Africa, Nigeria, Congo, Tanzania, Mozambique, Nigeria, and Burkina Faso. So these are the main areas, and also India is also one of the worst affected countries by malaria, although that is a 90 death in the year of 2020 and 1018 year in the year of 2010. The infection rate countries continues to be a millions. The burden has been reduced through the interventions such as anti-malarial drugs, mosquito nets, and also the insecticides. While the report of World Malarial Report 2020, that is cases of malaria in India that dropped from about 20 million in 2000 is about 5.6 million in 2019. There is a many global initiative taken, that is a E2025 initiative that launched by WHO in the year of 2017, building on the successes of the E2020. That WHO launched E2025 initiative as part of the initiative that identified 25 countries that have the potential to eliminate malaria within a 5-year timeline. There is a countries will receive technical and on the ground of the support by the WHO and the partners. So in return, the countries will audit their elimination program annually, participate in the elimination forum, conduct the surveillance assessment, and also share the malaria case data periodically. Of an high burden and high impact, it was launched by WHO in the 11 high malarial burden countries, including India. The initiative has focused 4 key response elements. First of all, political will reduce the malarial death, and also strategic information to drive impact, better guidance, policies and strategies, and a coordinated national malarial response. These are the 4 burdens for and 4 high impacts. And also there is a Asian Pacific Leaders Alliance, that is a malarial alliance, that is Asia Pacific Leader Malarian Alliance. It set a target of malaria elimination in the countries of Asia Pacific region by 2030. And also there is a national framework for the malaria elimination in India that aims to eliminate malaria nationally and contribute to the improved health quality, life, and alleviation of poverty. There is a national strategic plan for the malaria elimination in the year of 2017 to 2020. Under this plan, the country has been stratified into 4 categories based on the malaria burden. That is category 0, categories 3 have different target of each categories. National vector-borne disease. First of all, there is a program launched in the year of 2003 that merging the national anti-malaria control program, anti-filaria control program, this Kala Hasar control program, and Malaria Elimination Research Alliance in India. It was launched Indian Council of Medical Education to conglomeration of partners working in the malaria control. So these are the main global initiatives and many challenges to eliminate the malaria. First of all, there is a weak surveillance system. A key impediment to eliminate malaria is to weak surveillance system. That is India and Nigeria, the 2 major contributors to the global burden of malaria, were about to detect 8% and 16% cases. India 8%, Nigeria 16%. More Plasmodium vivax cases, that nearly half of the Plasmodium vivax cases were traced in India. And also there is a porous borders and migrant movements is also one of the northeastern states share the borders with neighboring countries such as Myanmar, Bangladesh, where malaria is prevalent and there is a persistent threat of the influx of malaria cases, and also prevalent in the urban malaria, increased population pressure, insufficient capacity of the civic bodies to deal with the water supply and sewage and soil waste disposed. So will lead to the increased transmission of the malaria in urban areas. How India can reduce the malaria? There is a India need to address the human resource challenges to effectively implement the malarial control program, and also a cross-border malaria strategy with the neighboring countries is crucial to maintain the goal achievement, and also there is a improvement of the conduct systematic drug assistance studies, and also there is a monitoring, and also anti-malarial drug policy should also seek to address the operational issues such as surveillance, diagnosis, complaints, health seeking behavior on the malaria affected communities. Thank you so much.